Hi, I'm Amber. Welcome to my food blog, Taste Day. I love clean cooking, high ceilings, and the smell of a river after a big rain. Heart emoji, heart emoji. I hope your family loves these recipes as much as mine does. Sweet potatoes au gratin. Sweet potatoes are one of my favorite last-minute grocery store pickups. Packed with nutrients and easy to cook, they're sure to make sure everyone stays full and happy. Even picky husbands won't be able to keep their mitts off of these. P.S. Don't tell them it's a vegetable. Winky face, winky face, winky face, winky face. I was first introduced to sweet potatoes by my grandmother Alice, who used to make these big side dishes for all the cousins when we would come over. People always said that I'm very similar to Grandma Alice, which actually I'm not sure about because truthfully she kind of scared me when I was little. Like her nails always were different lengths and she had one long nose hair and her house kind of smelled like old leaves. When I was little, I thought she was maybe 200 years old. Looking back, she was probably in like her early 60s. Isn't that so weird? A little squirrel! A red squirrel!
Welcome back to the 135th Annual Accolades Awards. We've now reached the most anticipated part of our evening, nominees for Citizen of the Year. The following human beings have made incredible contributions toward advancing our social march. Their work has impacted the smallest fish in the sea and tackled some of humankind's biggest problems. Let's meet our nominees.
Winston Vinters, environmental warrior.
You know, I always used to come down to the river with my dad. He loved the water, and a few years back, this area was really not doing well. The marine life was suffering and the reservoir levels were very, very low. And I had the idea that the river needed to be rerouted so that we could flush it with the fresh water from the lakes. And I was able to take some boulders that I had found and actually place them in such a way that it completely rerouted the river. And it worked. You guys are really something cute. The algae and the plankton are all thriving again and the reservoir levels are back up to where they should be, and it's amazing, you know. Water is everything. It's the beginning of all life, so.
Brian Kendrick, dermatological botany.
You know, as a kid, I wasn't really into the same stuff the other boys were into, football and swords and stuff of that nature. I was much more drawn to plants, and as I got older, I started becoming more excited about the healing nature of plants. And a few years ago, I was working on my annuals, and I happened to notice that some of the skin conditions on my hands, psoriasis and dry skin, things of that nature, had completely cleared up just by working with the plants. Now, some of the strains I'm working on right now have amazing bioavailability and great polysaccharide levels, so I really believe we can completely eliminate eczema by 2024.
Hi! Do you like clothes for babies that has flirty messages on it, but you feel like it doesn't go far enough? I'm Professor John Karen.
And I'm Donna Karen, no relation. And we're the CEO of Steamy Littles, a clothing line for babies that doesn't mess around.
We've got things like this that have sort of gently flirty messages on them, like chick magnet for a young boy. How about instead of that sort of wishy-washy message, we present a child with something that says sexually mature for a 24-month-old boy?
Now, oftentimes, young gals will be put into clothing with coy messages on it, like Daddy's Little Princess. But if we really want to make a statement, we'll say something like this. My father is my first boyfriend.
Oh!
Isn't that darling? It's the most beautiful relationship in the world.
It is the most beautiful.
Father and daughter.
Father and daughter, exclusively. And along those lines, here's a shirt for a boy, child boy. I'm too handsome for a prenup. I love it.
And that's just a joke. But we can understand the mindset of a young gentleman who may not want to give away all of that he's worked so hard for to the woman. Now, this is a different article of clothing. It's a beautiful little sweater. It's got snaps down the front and a little image of a ballet slipper. Probably at this point she's started her ballet training. And on the back it says, what kind of car do you drive? And if he doesn't drive a car, well then she better just run away or get carried away if she can't walk yet.
And I've got a fantastic piece here. Oh my goodness. My other stroller is your tit. It's a message. It's a spoken message said from a child to a grown woman.
And what I just love about that one, if I can, honey,
Absolutely.
is that He's got that dirty mind.
You know he does.
Doesn't he have that dirty mind?
I like a heavy-set boy with a dirty mind.
We love it. We love it. Now over here we have a onesie, which means it's just.
What does that mean?
It's just one piece, and it says rosy cheeks, which is a very sweet kind of wink and a nod towards the rear end, the anus. And on the back here it says, buy me a house and I'll show you my ass. And that's a lovely way to remind those gentlemen that we're talking to, you give me what I want and I'll pay you back with what you want. She's gonna get what she wants. She's gonna get that house.
She's going to use charm, which is the gift that he gave to them.
Amen.
It's a fantastic option over here for a 1-year-old. Don't tell your dad what we did. That's something that the young man can say if he is sexually active with a young woman. And it's sort of a playful message to say, don't tell your father because he'll be upset.
And that leads us beautifully into this next tea, which is a lovely chartreusey kind of pinky color. And the message that the owl is singing is, ready for a ring.
And where was this made? Who are the workers?
Now
who made it?
this is made in China.
And so that, as far as the workers, some of the
And let's move on to the next shirt here.
Absolutely. Looking to fuck.
I think that people who were old before were older than we are when we're old now. I mean, the Golden Girls were like 45. I mean, look at Jenna Aniston. God, I'll have what she's having, basically. If Jennifer Aniston is cooking, you can bet your bippy that she wants something clean, healthy, fast, affordable, interesting. I sent her my recipes a bunch of times, and there's just no way to know if they go through, which is the problem with the internet, one of the main problems of the internet these days.
Pamela Lang, public art champion.
You know, first and foremost, I am an artist, and so are you, and so are you, and so are you, and you, and you, and you, and you. And it is so important for artists to have the space to create as a society, as a community, outside of that bubble of capitalism, outside of this machine that says make art for money. No, no, no. We are beings that create, and we need spaces to do that. So I fought tooth and nail to get this space for everybody to come in and just be able to use materials that they want, to use whatever is inside of them and get back to that really raw part of ourselves that is the artist. And it's open to anybody all hours of the day, except for the family that used to live here. They had to move, but for everybody else, this is your space. This is our space.
Woman who invented putting a stick in the sliding glass door to lock it.
The lock broke, so I just had the idea to put a stick in the bottom to keep it closed. Do you guys want anything to eat, or? Sweet potatoes are a tuber or a root, so you have to be really careful, make sure you wash them well before you eat them. When you were a kid, did you ever hear that expression, God made dirt, a little won't hurt? Well, that's not true, because one time I ate a carrot that I didn't wash very well, and a bunch of chunks of like dirty rocks got stuck in between my teeth and blasted them out of there, but it was very, very painful. Wait. Which way is north? Okay. It sucks, you know, I just want an answer at this point. I just want to hear anything. I keep calling the detectives and they can't tell me anything.
Okay, Lindsay, the detective came to my house last night.
What? No. I called yesterday and they said they didn't have any more information. They didn't even know if he was alive or not.
She said that Greg has had some kind of relationship with a woman in Texas.
What?
And she showed me a bunch of letters and pictures, and
No.
I'm so sorry.
No.
I'm so sorry.
It's a mistake.
Lizzie, you
just
trust
a
me, you
mistake.
don't want to look.
It's just, I think if she'd come to me, then I could have told her that it's a mistake.
It's Greg.
No, he doesn't talk like this.
He doesn't talk like
It's
this.
his handwriting.
There's no. No.
I'm so sorry.
No. Oh, no. No. Did you know?
No.
Did you know?
No, of course I didn't know. I mean, that's not Greg.
I hope he is dead.
Oh, Jesus, don't say that. We have to face it that Greg isn't the person that we thought that he was. I'm sorry, Lindsay. What was that?
I don't know. Anyway.
Weird.
Anna Ratcham, community educator.
You know, I read a lot, and I was reading an article about how so many children in this country don't have a school to go to. And it just broke my heart, you know, and I found these little mini homes, and I said, let's turn them into a learning center, a little school. And I'm very proud to say that as of right now, every block in my neighborhood has a learning center on it, a little mini school. I'm Ruth Bader Ginsburg. Ginsburg. What is her name?
And the winner is... woman who invented putting a stick in a sliding glass door to lock it.
Wow.
I knew that I was passionate about serving my community ever since I was really young. I used to be a teacher, but I made like $23,000 a year, and the smell of the whiteboard gave me vertigo. So I pivoted, and now I get to connect with millions of people sharing my passion for clean food. For the sweet potatoes, just boil them. Kind of dusty.